I just heard Dave whisper to Christine, "Why am I last?" That's because you're first in everything else. Guys, our 2018 Promoter of the Year, you know, today is so much different than other times when we're around Dave. He's so busy, he's got his phone, a million messages, he's this or that, you almost hate to distract him, sometimes you've got to. It's just so nice to be able to not have an event and have Dave Feldman here the way that we really, really like him. And Dave, I couldn't be more happier that to induct you. You have done so much for the sport. You will permanently and forever be in the history books. Money comes, money goes, things happen, but you will permanently be a part of history. I'd like to introduce my friend Dave Feldman.
I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you. You thought you were getting off that easy. No, look, this is, I heard a lot of people up there say thank me. It's because of me. There is no I in team. I mean, truly there isn't. I wouldn't be here today without so many people's help. This is really more about persistence. It's about loyalty. It's about camaraderie. It's about chasing dreams. It's about so much more in life than being able to, we were able to create a new sport. Really, although it's a sport of the past, it is now the sport of the future, and we put a twist on it. And I think people are loving this. And tell you guys a little bit of a backstory. We got turned down 28 times. There were 28 different states before Brian Patterson said yes. Kind of like the 28 times I asked Christina to marry me before she finally said yes. I'm a persistent person. Really, truly, I'm going to go up and down because I had a speech written and I don't need to write a speech. I mean, I know what's in my heart and I know everybody that helped me, and I'm going to say a little bit about a lot of people. First of all, I want to thank Scott Burt and Joe Cercio for really doing this and for carrying this on for so long and really chasing your own dream, because you knew someday this was going to happen. And I'm glad I was, the one to be able to help you guys with your dream. Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen. Really appreciate it. One more time, a great round of applause for Scott and Joe. So I'll start with the guy who really, without him, I wouldn't be here today. He made this possible. He made the conversation easy. We had that one conversation and you said we're going to get it done, and we got it done. And we had roadblocks along the way, just like the 28 states that said no. We had speed bumps, we had sharp turns, and in everything that came our way, we navigated it and we made it happen. June 2nd, 2018 will forever be in the history books. Thank you, Brian Patterson. I want to then say, the night before the fight, I got a text from John Lewis who said, I'm going to keep a close eye on this. I will be the second state. He told me 10 years ago, so you guys understand this has really been a long time in the making. He told me 10 years ago, I'll be the second state. 10 years later, he was the second state. And now Biloxi and Mississippi really has kind of been like a home away from home for us. And we have our next event coming up there August 10th. So thank you so much, John Lewis and your team in Mississippi, for believing that. When I first met Christina, I told her we're going to have a fun ride. She had no idea the ride we were going for. Trust me, she had no idea. But it's so great to be here today when I started this dream and had all the turns and the roller coaster and all the goods and bads and all the speed bumps along the way, to be able to really sit here today and celebrate this great honor with my future wife. And I love you. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for being here today. I've been, as everybody, it was great to hear AJ's story. He slept at an airport for the tryouts because it was either that or pay his electric bill. He saw the dream. He saw the dream. He followed me, believed in me. I mean, a lot of guys here today took chances. Dan, Wayne, and Bill, they all took chances because they very well could have been blackballed. They took chances. They believed in me. I mean, what an honor to have all these people believe in my dream and really to follow what I was doing. And I'm so humbled to be able to not only be able to create this, but to really, truly have the camaraderie and to meet great friends along the way. So whatever happens with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, whether it continues and surpasses anything in the future, I met some great, great people, and that will forever stay in my heart. Next, this guy here, I'm so glad because he cried before I did. Gary Brandt, man, I mean, I came to him with this project. He didn't like me. He only didn't like me, though, I have to say, he didn't like me because he didn't know me. So when I first met Gary, I didn't really like him either. And then when I got to know him, I really couldn't stand him. Truly, Gary is one of a kind. I mean, the guy never said no to me in anything I've ever asked him. We do a lot of different businesses. We have a food festival business. I said, Gary built the Squared Circle, obviously. 3 or 4 different things along the way. It didn't work, and we found a way to make it work. Do you remember the best time I said the best picture we had is we're sitting on the bleachers in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and you were there, Brian, and we said, look at this picture of the ring. And look at the ring. We designed a picture a year, probably 6 months before the ring was actually built, and it was on a computer screen, and we were looking at the ring on top that it was identical. I mean, you did it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I said it's about chasing dreams, it's about camaraderie, it's about loyalty. So let me tell you a little bit about loyalty with at least 2 of my friends and Wayne as well. Wayne has been coming under some pressure about working for us with Bare Knuckle Fighting because, some people, it's perception. And in their perception, they feel it's not the best thing in the world to put out there. And other people are just fearful of it. And that's why they're giving you guys problems and they're giving me problems. But I want to thank you so much, Wayne. You introduced me to some people and you're really trying to push us along the way. Bill, man, you've been with me since day one. We talked about this before we were going to start it. We did it together. You're at every single event, and you will be at every event until this goes out of business. Thank you. Let me talk a little bit about loyalty. Dan Mergliata, one of the top referees in the world in mixed martial arts, UFC, Bellator, you name it, he's been there. Commissioners, the president of I'm not going to name it. You know what? I am going to name it. Fuck him. Greg Serb, the commissioner of Pennsylvania, blackballed everybody that had anything to do with me. Mike Mazzulli, the ABC commissioner, is now coming around, but told Dan, called him up and said, you won't work for me again if you referee bare knuckle fighting. Excuse my language. Dan said, fuck you. That's it, and he did it. Thank you, Dan. Other commissioners did the same thing, and these guys stood up. And again, to me, that makes me feel so great because you guys believed in me. You believed in what I was doing. You believe in where this can go. But I really would not have been able to do this without any of you guys here. I have Jeff Houston, the voice, man. I mean, I do break your balls all the time, and I love it. I love every second of it. I love making you feel uncomfortable. I love making you go like that. But at the end of the day, man, I wouldn't have any other guy in that square circle than Jeff Houston, the best voice in mixed martial arts, in boxing, and now in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I've got my man right here, Travis Thompson. I've known him for a long time. Travis has been a guy who I actually trained before. I actually sparred him before too. We don't want to talk about that. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He fought for me in boxing, he fought for me in mixed martial arts, and he fought for me in bare knuckle, and never once does he say how much or who. He just says when. So thank you, Travis, for being that fighter. Then we move on to the guy who really has star potential here, but that's why I said, where's your personality, Mr. AJ? You can fight, now we need the personality. We're going to get the personality with your ability, and we're going to make you a star. And you have your opportunity on August 10th. You're fighting former UFC contender and really great fighter Chase Sherman. So it's going to be one hell of a fight. We're looking forward to that. Mark Goldsmith, thank you so much for everything you've done. You've helped out all the fighters, and I really appreciate everything you've done as well. Sheena, cut person, you worked the cuts for me, you fought for me, you sold t-shirts for me. This is what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm talking about. This is truly what I'm talking about. Everybody on this team, where there's no I in it, will do anything and everything it takes to make this thing successful. And that's why I take my hat off to every single one of you guys that have believed in my dream, that have helped me, and that have helped really this sport grow and this promotion grow. And thank you so much, Scott Burt and Joe. I'm truly, truly humbled to be here today in Belfast and accepting this honor. Thank you so much. And I saved this for last because this one usually makes me cry, so I saved it for last. My right-hand man, he couldn't be here today. He's actually working in our festival business so I can chase this dream. He's been there with me every step of the way, man. We took so many risks to get here, risks I can't even talk about. Like, so many risks that really were life-altering, that could have changed everything. We risked it all to get here today, and we're here today. And I would not have been here without my right-hand man, my fall guy, my wingman, and my son. I love you with all my heart, David Feldman. Thank you so much, everybody.